My name is Pecnik. I'm coming from Croatia. I'm a skydiver and a base jumper. I started like 30 years ago. I have about 6,500 skydives and 1,100 base jumps now. I was pretty much done with my skydiving RW four-way career, and then somehow wingsuit jumping became like a new thing, and this drew me into the wingsuit jumping. What I like about wingsuit flying is that it's actually really like sensation of flying. Before, no matter what, was more falling. And this is something which it's really special. And especially special when you come closer to the objects. So you're flying with something, or you're flying next to something, and then you really feel like, maybe it sounds a little bit kind of like something you heard 100 times, but it's really like you feel like a bird. With the new base jumpers entering the sport, I have basically lots of concern. In my opinion, everything is going too fast, and on the world level, what I noticed as well, comparing the time I started, the level of knowledge among the society of base jumpers were way higher than nowadays. Nowadays we have a situation where equipment is way better quality than used to be before. There is much more thought put it in equipment, but the knowledge of a jumpers itself, who actually entering the sport, is way lower. In my opinion, that's a big problem. Among the other disciplines in the skydiving or base jumping, wingsuit flying has the fastest progression. In general, I see two ways, almost like artistic competitions and so on, like flocking, and another way gonna be as well like a distance, furthest, longest, and what always was. In base jumping, gonna be pretty much the same. Either one way gonna be a proximity, getting closer, be more aggressive, following terrain and so on. Another way is gonna be again furthest, longest, easiest. If someone wants to start wingsuit base, the best way to do it is to first to ensure that he has lots of skydives in general, not wingsuits, not trekking, just lots of skydives, RW, free fly, whatever, because more time in the air actually only help. Of course, it's good to have wingsuit skydives where he can try all this kind of stuff, what he's gonna meet once he starts jumping from the cliffs. What we're gonna see with the evolution on the suits, it's at least from my part, what I can say is that always gonna be developed in two different ways, following what people need. When you design something, you need to know for what you're designing. 80% of the jumpers are intermediate jumpers, and they need intermediate suit. Intermediate suit has to be easy to fly, has to be super safe, has to be also kind of easy to understand. And suit itself has to be forgiving. If you make a mistake in a flight, during the flight, suit has to correct it for you. No matter what people are saying, I always make suits with the cutaway handles, regardless of the zippers and everything. That's something I strongly believe that has to be there, even though many of them will never gonna use that cutaway handles in their wingsuit career. What I like to do is definitely terrain flying, so I want to make even more agile suit, a suit which can turn better, faster, nicer, go faster and so on. This is my two goals. So proximity suit and then easy skydiving suit. Story about the hamster has been told I think like 1,000,000 times so far, but it comes back 35 years ago. I had a small Syrian hamsters, 2 or 3 of them, and I was kind of bored, but also I was kind of curious how the parachuting goes with the small animals. And I built up small parachute and box, and then I tied the box with the long rope for the building. Then I put the hamster and the parachute into the box, I throw the box, and then, well, my hamsters had like 10 jumps before it dies. Then I got bitten by my mom, you know, and then I stopped that evolution of falling animals with the parachutes. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna go with the wing set. I think another little Robert has to be born, which will continue maybe next level. I don't know, but it was a funny time, definitely. Best jump for me would be the jump where whatever you imagine you have to do it in a flight, you really succeeded perfectly, like 100%. I haven't done that jump yet. So maybe that's the reason why we're all actually jumping. I believe so, huh? Because we're all waiting for this to happen. Well, sometimes happens sooner, sometimes happens later, but most of us never really get this very perfect jump. That's why we're doing it until we are here.